This is Smallzy Surgery.
I'ma come back like a boomerang.
Hey, what's up? This is JoJo Siwa.
JoJo! Have you learned nothing?
No one has made this dramatic of a change yet. I am the first in the generation. Someone's gotta do it. That's me joining the one and only Smallzy, taking over the show tonight on Nova.
She's one of the most talked about celebs so far this year. Is the Zoom connected?
Yes.
We're on?
We're on.
Where she's there, let's go.
I like your Rolex shirt.
Oh, I know. I love your vibe. I had to turn it up because I knew you were going to be here, so I was like, I have to deliver because I didn't know what you'd be wearing.
Giving you the chill vibe today.
Hey, I appreciate it. JoJo Siwa, welcome to the show.
Yo, thank you for having me.
Coming to us direct from her closet. Is that right? Are you back in the
I'm back in the closet.
Yeah.
I am. This is my proper Zoom background. If I go this way, it always looks a little bit cooler.
Yeah. No, hey. I just appreciate that you have a closet that has 2 doors on it, like it's actually a room.
This actually used to be my bedroom, and then we added all the cabinets and hangers and everything.
Good on you. Hey, well, you've been having moments your entire career, but you're having a moment again right now. How does it feel?
Slightly. I mean, I'm having a baby moment.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I've had a lot of, like you said, moments in my career where I've kind of sat back and been like, whoa, this is what's happening right now. But never on this scale. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is the biggest thing I've ever experienced. And it's fun to try to figure out how to navigate personally, professionally. It's been a joy.
How is it? Like, I mean, I think, look, I see memes, you see memes. We're all humans at the end of the day, right? This is what I think it connects us all, right? Is that like, while there might be some fun moments and the Saturday Night Live sketch and that's funny, haha, but we're all people at the end of the day.
At some point it comes down to.
Yeah. And I wanted to, like, because it could be easy just to go, oh, that was funny. But I was curious to know just everything good. Do you lay down at night just going, you know what, it comes with the territory. You just build that resilience. You have to really get a thick skin to be in this business, right?
No, you definitely do. I honestly credit it to the people around me. I would be in a very shitty place if I didn't have good people around me right now. I have the best friends, the best family that genuinely check in on me. And even people who I'm not as close to, but are still in my life, genuinely will check in on me occasionally. And it's a nice, safe feeling because I feel like, you know, it's tough. You do have the whole world judging you and no one gets it. And I do literally anything and the world is got the panties in the twat over it. And I'm like, okay, sounds
Don't
good.
they? But you know what? But credit to you because it says something about you and your star power that you can say. People say shit on the internet every day. Like, you just have to open it and people say something, but you say something and people literally have something to react and say. That's a credit to. That is a credit to you, your star power, your profile, that people want to give what you say a reaction. I would run with that. That says everything about who you are.
I've had to learn that it is a good thing, and it's come in phases. You know, I've had to have my days where I'm like, oh, this is great. This is exactly what I wanted. Then I have my days like, this sucks. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm so beyond grateful for my career. And I've realized that it is not just my career, it is my life. You know what I mean? It's a fine line of sometimes I do have to give myself sympathy and be like, you know what, this is hard. What you're dealing with is hard. But then I always come up with these like really morbid things and really morbid scenarios that I'm like, it could be worse. I could be like, like I could have it like this. I could be in this situation and that would be way worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, now for people who if you don't mind, connect the dots because people may have first seen you on Dance Mums and then now the music career has arrived. Bridge the gap for me. What happened in those middle years? Where did you? Because you did tour, right? Like you did go and.
I've been making music since I was 13. I released my first song when I was 13. And that my whole teenage years, I had music out. I went on a world tour. I did a couple tours in Australia. SeaWorld over there.
Yeah.
Have the highest capacity day ever at SeaWorld, the day that I performed there. And
That's a great record.
I did a mall tour, and then I did a real tour over there, and I did Melbourne, Sydney, Gold Coast. Went to a couple places over there on my arena tour back in the day. But in the meantime, I did YouTube, I did music, I did TV shows yet. I kept myself relevant, and I think I really made my own platform out of YouTube and made that kind of my home and made myself. I was, because back in the day, there was influencers and then there was YouTubers.
Yeah.
And I, at that point in time, was kind of the only YouTuber that was also an influencer. I did both. And now I'm kind of the only, okay, I'm gonna go down in flames for saying this, that's fine. But I'm kind of the only influencer that also does music. You know what I mean? Like, yes, there are influencers that do music, and yes, there are musicians that are influencers, but no one that is the equal amount influencer / musician.
Just say it, Dales. I mean, live in it. Live in the moment. Believe. I fully support. Say whatever shit you want. Really, it's your life. I am fully back you 100%. And so that's
Like,
where
if you think about the other people in my generation, right?
Yeah.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah.
She is more musician than she is an influencer. She's not an influencer, she's a musician.
Yeah.
Tate McRae.
Yeah.
Yes, Tate McRae started out like promoting her stuff on social media. That's how her stuff's big. But she's not an influencer that's posting her everyday life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. New song is called Karma, which I'm obsessed with. I should not be as obsessed with it as someone my age, but I love it.
Thank you so much.
I love it. Give us the 411 on the song, because is it a cover? Because I've read so many. Is it because it was someone else did it originally, and then I heard something about Miley Cyrus, and then something about you. What's the story?
So the story is, the song Karma is actually 12 years old, 13 years old, something like that. And
Yeah.
I was pitched the song by the incredible team of Rock Mafia, who have produced some of the biggest hits in the world. And immediately when they pitched me the song, because I did another song with them, and immediately when they pitched me Karma, I was obsessed with it. And I don't know whose voice was on the sample of it, but I knew that I could sound the way that I like to sound on this track. It wasn't far off for me. And I was like, fuck yeah, this is one. Like, I want this. Yes. And I didn't know, but Karma had gone through a few different artists, but no one had released it. And so I decided that I wanted the song to be mine, and I wanted to buy it, and I wanted to release it and have it be the first thing that I released. And then, yeah, I don't know what the whole deal was with one of the other artists that recorded the demo on it, put a version out. I don't know what that was about, because that's technically a cover because I own the song, but then there was something saying that I did a cover, and I will never say that I wrote Karma. I didn't. I will never say that I was the first to put my voice on it. I wasn't, but I was the first to release it and the first to make it public. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good on you. Hey, you know what though? And this is the thing is, like, if only people knew how often that happens in the music business, because everybody on the internet is like, this is the first time an artist has bought a song, and if only they knew that happens pretty much every day.
And a lot of songs, this was my thing with Karma, is a lot of people come at me being like, well, what's this about? And I'm like, it's a song. Enjoy the art. Not everything has to have a story. Like, not everything is true.
But also, it drops. The song is relevant. Karma's a bitch. Absolutely. This is relevant. I have to ask, how's the podcast going?
My podcast?
Yeah.
Freaking great. I love doing podcasts.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Have you got your dream guest yet?
I have not gotten my dream guest yet. No. And honestly, I've thought about this a little bit deeper.
Okay,
I was like, well, shit. Okay, I know that was my answer, but now I'm like, which one? Like, ooh.
Hey, you know what?
I mean,
Whatever one is the spiciest is what I would say. You know,
if we're gonna spice things up, we better get you know who on there.
absolutely. You know, and I don't know if you've spoken about this, but I thought I would touch on it only because you obviously you're outspoken, and I know you can well and truly handle speaking your mind. There's a lot written, there's a lot happening in the media at the moment about child stars. There's that documentary series, Quiet on Set. You hear crazy stories about, you know, child star is famous, and then 20 years later you hear something happen and the kids hated it and the parents stole all the money, or it just there's a wild of. How did you find your experience as being a child star?
It's interesting watching that documentary and hearing the stories and having people tell me about it. I realized how lucky my troubles as a child star, how lucky I was. You know what I mean? I didn't have to deal with any of that. I didn't have to deal with any bad people around me doing bad things to me. I didn't have to deal with crazy parents. Like, yes, I had shady deals, and yes, I got fucked over as a kid and taken advantage of as a kid, but not in sexual way. I got taken advantage of business way. I think that to hear child stars stories and the way that, you know, child stars were groomed or child stars were, in some of the worst cases, molested. I mean, it is so sickening.
Absolutely.
But I do got to say that I really appreciate those child stars coming forward, being open about their stories, because that is stuff that I'm lucky that I didn't have to deal with, but it is still going on.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
There are still child stars that take out that worst case scenario, but put in parents stealing money. That is a very normal thing still in the child star industry. And so that is, I mean, yes, you have your Coogan account that protects you as a kid, but that's 50% of everything you make. You know, you deserve 100.
You're absolutely, totally. On something lighter, because we are running out of time, what's next? Is the album in the works? Are we touring? Are we coming back to Australia?
I will show you. I got this nice, can you see this battle wound right here?
Yeah, there's a dirty big bruise on your arm.
I got that because of what is next. Be freaking prepared.
Okay, hang on. I'm not sure. What are we doing here? Is that like I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Okay. I'm hoping acrobatics or tour or something like that.
It's I chose my fighter, and I chose a little bit wiser this time. I'll tell you that.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Back in Australia anytime soon. It's been a long time. We would love to have you back.
I love it there. I literally would come back tomorrow.
Great. Good answer. You're a superstar. I appreciate you jumping on the show, honey, and thank you for, you know, being vulnerable, and thanks for talking to me, and congratulations on the song, because I think it slaps.
I appreciate you asking me the hard hitters. They make me happy to answer.
Mwah. Much love to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Smallsy Surgery
is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.